Welcome back to the Glaze Studios oil painting tutorial. We are working on Ardhanareeshwarar's painting. It is a large canvas painting, advanced level painting. We are in class 12. I am Gomati Sivasankaran. Let's just quickly go over as a recap what we have done so far. Yes, the first few sessions were about canvas and doing the first layer, understanding the canvas, washing the canvas, and so on. We did references, multiple references for this picture, trying to understand the logic and how best can we use the references. We did gridding. We applied the gridding idea back here on the canvas. We did the superstructure, and then we moved on to layer two, which was blocking or filling. We are working on layer 3. The last two classes were about layer 3, and we continue layer 3 today as well. What we have completed in these sessions so far is that the skin tones of Shiva Shakti, and also on the garment that she is wearing. We still have quite a bit to cover in terms of their clothing and the jewelry and whatever there is on their body. Yeah, so that's also there. And then we haven't touched the animals. And of course the background remains. So there's quite a bit for us to cover. And today's session, I would like to start with an animal to just give a different perspective altogether. So we're going to work on cow. And for that, I am going to look at the reference to just have a look at the way things are. And I'm going to use that. And we're going to start with the cow here. And I will push the camera and everything aside to you for you to see it perfectly in a short while. We will start with the cow, and then we will go working into the clothing and whatever is remaining in their structure as such. The reason why I want to start with this cow is also the titanium white color. I want to start with the lighter tonality and then move up gradually. Um, and even within that white, you will get to see that we are going to make a range of white. So there is enough for us to understand. You might be thinking, that must be the easiest one, because in the last two sessions you saw that there are at least two colors, two shades involved, and we have been doing two shades inside. Even with the cow, where you see that it's almost white, we will be using multiple shades, and that's exactly why I want to start there and then use those colors, build them to work perfectly for the remaining area. Yeah, so let's see how far we can achieve today. I am now going to move this camera to the front. Yes, and then I'm going to place this picture very close here for me, moving this canvas up slightly so you get to see a beautiful cow. Yes, so we're going to get started with the cow today. And like I said, we are going to start with titanium white, yellow ochre, and vermilion. You might be wondering why I'm just going back with these colors. These are really nature colors. You will see how effectively we can still use them in so many ways to bring in so many different color ranges. I will always love to have burnt umber and a little bit of ivory black also with me. Um, yeah, it's somewhere over here. Yeah, it's right here is ivory black. So maybe I will use them also when I need it. And I also saw one thing in the detail. I think we will work on the detail later. Cow is wearing something on top of her. I think we will do that detailing later. We will just focus on um, her skin tone. Yeah. And we will use those colors to bring in more variants when we come to the clothing that Shiva is wearing, and that's tiger skin. I think, yeah, and also we will use a little bit of cadmium orange. You might not have seen me using this in any of the sessions before. Cadmium orange I will use, and I'll show you when it comes. So this is what we are going to do, and you will see me juggling up and down a little bit because there's a lot of content that we are going to cover today. So what are we going to do? Make sure that we are replenished. We have good, enough hydrated. We have water with us, and you have had very good energy, meaning your health is taken care of. So you're doing a great job today, along with me. Yes. So that's exactly what we are going to do today, starting here. Okay. That's a good start. So, what am I going to do? Titanium white, shall we start applying directly? No, we have few things to mix. Before we mix, let's look at the um, brushes. I don't think there is any change in the brush. It's the very same set of brushes that you've been seeing me using. I have washed them up clean. Three round brushes, two, three, four, and flat brushes, 4 and 5, and one zero brush that I have. So, and then there is an angular brush also with me. So it's the same. I'm not going for any other, at least. So I'm going to first of all take this um, titanium white, and I will try to split it in um, a couple of parts here. Okay, so everything looks white for you here, and I'm going to move the camera down so it's easier for me also to work with, and then you get to see more. So there is vermilion already with me in here. I'm just looking at wherever I have. Mhm. And I think I will take brush number 2 and 3. Yeah. I'm going to take a tiny bit of yellow. I have it. I'm not taking it from the. So can you see this is exactly how much I am taking? I'm going to blend this in together with this. So it's white. It's still white, but it's got a very dull, what do you call, a creamy color tonality. Okay. I'm keeping this aside. The brush number 3, the same logic. I'm going to take a tiny bit of vermilion. That's it. Maybe it's a lot. I'm just listening it and then mixing it with this. So there you go. That's like I don't know if you see the difference. It's so light. It is almost a very light pink. Then I have this also with me. I am going to, there is this part that is pure white, and I have it already in my angular brush. 3 brushes. Let's see how we are going to play around. Can you guess why these 2 colors or 3 colors? From the picture that is in color, you will already see that there is some places that is slightly pinky. There's some places that is neutral also. There is some places that is that's got a tonality, that's got something, yeah, to it. So I am going to use the neutral color first, which is the hood. titanium white without any color variation. I will take that and I start filling in. Where do I start? I am going to start in. I am starting in here. On the face. Yeah. So I'm going to just fill in that. So let's look at the place in the face where you can add the other colors or blend them in. Yeah. So that's about it. And I'm looking at this place near the mouth, the jawline, the ears. I have just filled in just like the way we did in blocking. Yeah. Good. So I have done that. And now if I were to add the pinky white, where will I add? There is one obvious area here. That is the ear, the inner side of the ear. Yeah. Can we do it in the other ear as well? All right. You see a very light line, thin line. If you are struggling with that view, I'm going to add something, but this is not needed in your case. I am adding deliberately a thin line here of vermilion. Yeah, show you where I'm doing it. It's not needed necessarily, at least at this stage. No, I'm just adding it. So you could see ear of the animal. I'm adding deliberately a bit of um, vermilion to just show you, but I'm blending it also here. I don't want it to show up so strong. So I have done it. I think now you will be able to see a bit more. And in the face, I want to give that angle. So I'm adding this yellow ochre mixed white to some of the portions near the nose. And also, yeah, right in between. Okay. Blending it in. And because I've added the, what do you call, the normal titanium white without any mix, and this gets added on top of it. So it looks really, really on a whitish side. But then when you come closer, if you are doing it, you will already be able to see the difference that it's not pure white anymore. Yeah. Switching back to the pinky white, using that here on the jawline. I'm not going to add more of it. Jawline, the mouth, and also close to the eye here and close to the eye there. Yes. So that's given me an angle. I am seeing the use of adding a bit of what do you call black to this, but I don't want to add too much of it. So what I'm going to do is that I will take the I need a little bit of black, so I'm going to take the ivory black. Not too much, tiny bit, really tiny bit, and I'm going to use another brush. So I'm taking the brush number 3, yeah, round brush number 3, and I'm going to add a little bit of black. So I don't think you'll be able to see any black here because it's just a tiny bit. And what I'm going to do is to add it right underneath and blend it here. The eye and coming down to the nose. Likewise on the other side of the eye. Yeah. This I want to blend one more time together with the, so it turns slightly grayish. Hmm? It makes sense that we add this black, the gray tonality on the ear as well. Yeah. It shouldn't really show strongly, for you, if you say, okay, I don't really see what you have done here, it all looks the same. Actually, the meaning is that it is very, what, subtly defined and not detailedly defined. So yes, and I'm going back to mm, the white with, so I have really 3 to 4 brushes that I'm going to be juggling with. The white with yellow ochre, I want to go and use it to do the contours aren't really sharp here, so I'm just finishing the contours on the ear, especially. It is showing those cold lines that I want to hide. Yeah, so I'm just trying to do that here. Right. We have left over some of these, what do you call? I think these are the jewelry and other accessories that is coming. Yeah, so that's fine. Other than that, I think I have finished the face. So a little thing I could do on the face. You know what it is? I am going to add black that we took and the eye. I'm going to make it is very difficult to see. I'm going to add something to that as well that will make it visible even better. So I'm just adding that black, big black eye, and I'm going to leave a bit of this titanium white. It doesn't matter if it is covered that white with the yellow ochre also. So I'm just doing that here on the side. And I'm using the zero brush again to do the contour of the eye. Yeah. So that's how I have done it. I might readjust it when we work on the details. Yeah. For now, I think I have something there going. Leave it aside. Come back to the series of whites. Should we do the pure white again, or? Yeah, I think it makes sense to do the pure white one more time. Let's do the neck. The neckline. What does it have? It's got a lot of jewelry also there, but I'm just doing the neck here. Okay. But the neck has to show some gray spots, isn't it? So let's take the brush with the one that has got a tiny bit of black. So I'm going to blend that in here, giving that impression of the neck ever so lightly, bringing it down, bringing the curve down. So So it's a very thin line. I think it is blending already, and it's very light. It's not so very visible. And but then I have also subtly defined that, bringing it further down, bringing this line further down. This is enough, and I'm going to move back to a bit of the pinky side of it. Add that to the neck. I think it's there in some places. Not too much, ever so lightly that it doesn't really show at all. Yeah? And then there is another gray line here. Yeah, bringing that down. There's going to be a lot of what do you call? So I'm going to take yellow ochre. There's going to be a lot of jewelry that we will do. Yeah, but right now I'm taking yellow ochre for the rest of the places. The one with yellow ochre white. So it's all looking like everything is white. It doesn't really matter. But then the shape starts stepping up. Yeah. So right now I'm going to move further down here, moving back to the angular brush with the pure white, the titanium white. Only titanium white. Taking it, filling in the rest of the portion. Um, and here, remember, I said I will do an adjustment to the body. This must have been unexpected, isn't it? That it's all white, it's going to be easy. Then it's got a lot of tonality. And here I wanted to adjust. Yeah, I wanted it to be slightly bigger, so I'm just bringing it down here like this. Yeah. And I want this to also come down even further. So I'm going to hide that place. Can you see how I'm doing it here? Yeah. So I just wanted it to be slightly bigger than what it is now. In my case, if you've got it right, you don't have to do this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've got that. Do we also fill in the leg because it's so easy now that we fill in the leg as well? There are two legs. So just fill in that leg with titanium white. Nothing else. So fill in really fast. Okay, I'm saying really fast. If you're feeling really, struck and you need a bit more time to take that, totally up to you that you need some more time. I'm just filling in, so I've not moved the camera totally. Except for the heel, the heel is another color. And when we work on the heel color, we will do the same use the same for the horn and other things. Yeah. Okay, good. So right now, what are we going to do? Look at the spaces. The gray one really needs something, isn't it? So can we go for the gray? Yes, the brush with the gray tonality. Little bit of black. Yeah. So where is that neck coming down? That shape coming down? Yeah. Fill that in ever so lightly. You begin to see something, isn't it? So there is the shape coming in and it starts giving a feel, and it's even slightly darker at the end of it. So you can boldly add a bit more of black if you want. So I'm adding boldly a bit more black onto the legs, blending it in so it turns gray. Lovely. So we are now not mixing on the palette, we're blending it directly. Yeah. So we're mixing here directly on the canvas. Yeah. You see how it looks now? Yes. So that's how we are doing it now with only the gray component. I am not taking any other color as yet. Hmm? I'm going to move with that gray component on the top also ever so lightly on the hunch in the back of the animal. Blend it in. Don't make it look so, so strong. Blend it in as much as possible. Now I have now moved from the black one onto the pinky one. The pink. Mm, okay, the pink one, and I want to use it for the hunch on its back. Very close to the gray area, blended in ever so lightly. And maybe very close to the area where the jewelry is also going to come. Ah, you must be wondering, okay, you have jewelry for the animal too. Yeah. It's in a way to celebrate animals and to complicate things. No, no, I know, not like that. So it's just to, it's a celebrated animal, and also, what do you call the speciality of each animal and so on. So the wearing of jewelry is kind of a celebration, isn't it? So we are doing that. I've moved to the yellow ochre white. So I'm using the yellow ochre white in the other places that we haven't um, really focused on, and I'm blending it in those spaces. Yeah. So overall, it looks like, it's all white, but there is something there, isn't it? There's something there, some angle there, something working. Hmm? Good. So we have a good portion of things covered. What is it we can do with this now that we have mixed so many ways without wasting them? Can we use them? Yes, of course we can use them. That's what we are going to do. I'm going to start with the yellow ochre white. That's the yellow ochre white. Yeah. So the yellow ochre white I'm going to use on Shiva's clothing. What is that? Yes, there is this. He is wearing a tiger skin and there is this fur coming out, and that's a lighter tonality and it's not totally white. So I want to use that yellow ochre white and fill it in those spaces and see that it's hair, so it's not so perfect. I'm just filling it near the hip. There is a conch coming there, so I'm just, not really doing it too much. I'm going to use the same for filling this portion of his clothing. Can you see that it's also got that visible that is slightly lighter than the other portion? So that's taken care of. Now that we have that yellow ochre is white, now I'm going to add a little more of yellow ochre into it. But okay, now I'm thinking of doing something else. The animal's burnt umber color. on the mouth and yeah, the heel and so on. That's a quick thing. Can we finish off and come back to Shiva and Shakti? So I am taking this zero brush. I have burnt umber with me, and I did take a little bit of black already. I'm going to mix it to that. I'm going to show you that. Yeah. So I already have burnt umber, and I've added a tiny bit of black to that. So what happens? It's almost the hair color that we did for Shiva and Shakti, isn't it? So it's almost that. I'm going to use that and go for another fill on the mouth area. And there is a space of white that will come up. I'm going to take a bit of white. I don't care. I don't want to change the brush. I'm just going to give that line here. A very thin line. So it just shows like there is something there. Yeah. Where else do we need that color? On the horn. The top of the horn has some jewelry on it. So I'm going to do only the horn and not the tip of the horn. I'm just finishing off there. We will come back to the jewelry in a short while, isn't it? So I feel that both the horns are done. Let's do the heel. Color. Do we give the same color and leave it just like that? No. We did something for the mouth, isn't it? We just put a very thin white line there, streak there to give that effect of the mouth opening or something like that. Yeah. So we're going to do something like that here. In the heel, if you see in the picture, there is this, light streak there. So we're going to do that right away. Wait. Let me fill this. Filling the other heel as well. Yeah. I think I have missed the shape of it in the somehow. So I'm just fixing it also simultaneously. And now I will touch a little bit of titanium white, and I'm not doing anything to wash the brush or something. I'm just going to leave it the way it is and do this nice thin stroke. Let it blend. Yeah. There we go. We have done that stroke as well. So we are now ready to move on to mixing the yellow ochre and doing, yeah, this tiger skin. Yeah. So I am going to take a little more of yellow ochre, mix it to that yellow ochre white that we did. If you want to mix it to the white, it's okay. If you do not, that's also a good color range to work with. It doesn't really matter because there will be few more layers coming up. For me, I want it slightly lighter. Then I will darken it up as the day grows. So I have to take the brush where I mixed white, yellow ochre. Yeah, I can see that. And I'm going to use that brush and just get in. And I am just going to fill that portion fully. First, do we have shades to it? Yes, we do. What is that shade? The one with the gray will be the right shade to start with. So I have the brush ready, isn't it? The brush that has gray in it. Yeah. I'm going to pick that up in a short while, but I'm just filling this yellow ochre onto the space fully first. I'm filling this in. It gets lighter and lighter now. I want it light so I can use the dark patches. Do we draw the dark patches right away? I think it's a good idea to start drawing a little bit. So I'm taking that black ever so lightly in that the brush that has got the gray tint in it. I'm going to make the patches. So what is that I'm doing? I'm just making strokes. And towards the side, I'm just making too many strokes. That is, I think it looks slightly darker. That's why, isn't it? So I'm not doing anything particular to show that the fur or so. I'm just doing the shading for now to give that effect, yeah, of some skin. Yeah. We will work on the details when it comes to that. Yeah. So don't get caught up in working on the details. I understand the people who are so much into details that are feeling, oh, no, no, I want to focus on doing this and this and this. Yes, we are going to do it, but not today. That's it. Yes. So done. So we have taken care of his clothing as well. What else can we do with this brown, the light brown, before and the black? There's another animal that we could take care of as a bonus. Can we do that? What is that animal? It could be the lion. That's also a good idea. Or it could be the snake. Yeah, starting on the lion could take a lot of time. And for want of time, we are going to focus on the snake right now. Yes. Okay. Let's fill in this light brown first on his skin. And also let's do the hood as well in the same color. Then we'll work on a slight bit of detail. Yeah. With the brush with the black or the gray. Mm-hmm. So actually, we did two animals today almost, isn't it? Isn't that good? Fantastic. Right now, going back to the one that's got gray. Okay, taking a little bit of black in it, and I'm going to first of all work on the hood, giving that angle on the hood. Giving that gray tonality in the body of the snake ever so lightly. Okay, and I want to go back using the zero brush. Maybe you can take the raw umber, burnt umber, or the black, doesn't matter which it is, to just sharpen those curves also. You could do that. And it's got some, what do you call, a kind of You can see there is this eye here. Keep that, eye there. And then the nice curve, bringing it down. This could be even more curvy. I think we will work on it. For me, I can already see a mistake there. Or it could be better, I can say. Hmm. We will work on it. I think I will add a little more of yellow ochre there to just cover up and have that shape coming in. Yeah. Hmm. Going to add a little more of this burnt umber or black, whatever. Some strokes there. Yeah. For now, just to give a slight overview that there is this, no, there is something there. Not too much, but ever so lightly. Yeah. So we have managed that. Yeah. So it's got a character to it now. Hmm? So now we are going to the jewelry part of it. Yeah. But before going to the jewelry part of it, I want to use a little bit of this light pink that we have uh, on. I'm just looking at the space where I could do that. Yeah. I'm going to use that on. Oh, that becomes a challenge. So I'm just seeing if I could use that. Yes, I could use that ever so lightly on the snake. So it is still, it's not pink, but because we have the yellow ochre strongly there, it's going to blend in and it will take care of itself in a way that it's not showing pink, but it is slightly lighter in that hood area. If you carefully watch it, it looks like there is some, reddish color tonality there. We will build on that. So for now, I have done that. And right now, what I'm going to do to this yellow ochre is to add a little bit of cadmium orange to it. So I'm going to keep these brushes away. Take the one that I had yellow ochre with. Cadmium orange is that the color that I'm going to add. In case you do not have cadmium orange, you could use a slight bit of ochre also, or yellow mixed with yellow ochre. Also, it will not give a perfect thing, but just remember for the gold, we are going to add gold coloring. So this is going to be a base that we will do. Yeah. So I am mixing, just going to show you, mixing to the yellow ochre, the cadmium orange, and it becomes, slightly orangey. So the yellow and the orange, everything works together. So this is what I'm going to use to fill in so many things that is possible. Remember one thing about cadmium, anything cadmium, anything oxide, be careful that you're washing your hands properly and cleaning properly. And also if you want to wear a gloves, that's also perfect. Hmm? Where do we start with? Do we start with the crown first? Wherever there is gold, or wherever there is a ornament or a jewelry there, we are going to fill it totally in with this color. We are not going to do anything um, mm, more than that. except for using the burnt umber in a zero brush to define certain things like, the darker sections, or where the light is not fall, the depth thing. And I'm not going to go into the complete details. I'm not going to draw all these, things inside the um, in the crown or such. I'm not doing anything. I'm just putting in some sort of darker shade. That's it. Yes, I am going to do that for both their earrings. I think that was supposed to be a jewelry here, so on the ear. So I'm just filling in that and going back to using the burnt umber for the earring, the place where there will be shade. There should be some sort of a um, shade coming. Are we done with that? Can we move further down? What is that? This, the jewelry that she's wearing around her neck. If it is confusing, you can always refer, isn't it? Refer to the picture, reference picture, and here, I'm looking at another reference. I think our reference was the primary reference has the number of jewelry. You can also go back to that, and I have those lines ready. So for me, it's I'm just going to repeat them really quick. And in my case, it's mixing a little bit with the green. I'm not worried too much. I'm just going to do that. Mhm. Yeah, I'm moving it slightly down here. The belt that she's wearing, gold. Also, remember the clothing that she is wearing, the borders are golden, in the dress itself. And don't worry about the details of the dress. I've decided to um, use a cloth to put the sari type thing folds on top of me to explain to you how things are. So in the detail section, I think I have done on her side. The Rudraksha mala on his side can be improvised a bit. So I'm going to do that with the burnt umber and black using the zero brush. I want another layer to it because I will have another color tonality coming in there. Make small circles if you want. Okay. I just want to make sure that it's finally done because when I did the blue, I think I accidentally might have removed some of that. So I'm just doing it again as well. In your case, if you've already got it right, fine. But still, do that layer, with that um, burnt umber and black. Okay. I'm working on those Rudrakshas. Yeah. I think I have done with that. Let's come back to her jewelry in this side. Yes. Her clothing has the border on her hands, black gold. and her jewelry, bangle, that's gold. Slightly moving the camera down for the other bangle on her other hand. That's the gold. Right in the bottom, the border is gold of her clothing. Coming back here, the hip, okay. This is also a gold border. This is where that sari's, the bunch comes out like this, the way it is worn. Um, and then there is something that is gold. That's the border of her sari that is falling down from her back. Yeah, I have filled it in like this. Yeah. Um, are we done with the jewelry? Yes, it looks like we are doing good with the time. Use same color to the jewelry and also the damaru here. So I'm going to use that gold. Fill it in on this damaru. Okay. I am going to go till the, yes, around its neck. He is wearing a good round of jewelry. When we do the details, it's going to be super fun on those jewelry. I'm making them slightly bigger and thicker than they initially were drawn. I just want it to be nice and thick. I want him to wear a nice thick top. And also the bell. The bell, the bell, the bell. Oh, we love this. Yes. We do the shades with the burnt umber. And in the animal's picture, we'll give a slight bit of shading. I remember there's one more place on the tip of the horn, isn't it? That's got to be gold. Slight bit of shading on the bell as well. Yes. Just looking at her jewelry, if there is any need to adjust. Again, ever so light bit of shading to just bring in that effect. In some places, the darkness in the sides, not too much. Yeah, I am just going to give that effect to help me understand where the light and dark is. Yeah, I think this is it, that we make a stop here for today. This has been an amazing class today. Yeah, we have done quite a bit. I'm going to move the camera I'm bringing it down a bit. So, yes, fantastic. Congratulations on reaching this far. So, what have we done today to summarize? We started with the cow or the bull. It's a bull. It's a bull. Sorry for that if I meant it. It's a bull, isn't it? It's got that hunch in the back, so it's a bull. So we did that today. Um, and then we moved on to the clothing of Shiva, which is today we mixed a little bit of yellow ochre also. Before we moved on to the jewelry and accessories, we did the snake as well. Then we have done the jewelry, mixing yellow ochre and cadmium orange. For those who haven't had cadmium orange, you could mix a little bit of yellow and a little more of yellow and a little bit of vermilion to get something closer. It is not necessary because this is only going to be a base color. There will be a gold coming. Hmm? Um, Later. Yes. So we did all the jewelry, and in a way, the body of Shiva Shakti fully with the layer 3. I think we managed to do that. We have what we have left over is that we have the trident, the cloth on the trident, the flower that she's holding. We have our lion. And then we have to work on the background. Yes, so that's a lot that we have to work on. But still, today I think we did jump over left, right, and center, and also moving between yellow ochre, white, a pink white, and then a titanium white, and also burnt umber, and also a gray. That was 5 brushes going around. Yeah. So if you feel you have missed something, you want to go back and watch and try to see the logic of it. I want to just give an idea on where you want to see. Yeah. So what kind of color tonality is that? Is it looking grayish in my video? Then I might have added. What should I have added? Yeah, black. Simple. Orangish. Yes, I might have added cadmium orange. Pinkish? Ah, yeah, vermilion to the white. Very dull white. Maybe that's got a little bit of yellow ochre, isn't it? So that's the range. Try combinations, and it is okay if you don't get it right. The safest way, I will say, as a tip, will be that do only the white. Do only the white. Take a minute bit of yellow ochre or vermilion, whatever you want to, then try adding and seeing. It should shift in a way that it stops looking like a titanium white. That's the base logic. And then the more and more confident you feel, you can go ahead and keep changing and playing around with it. Yes. If it is fully loaded with paint, then I would say just wait, because everything is getting mixed up now, and maybe you're not getting the right, tonality because it's getting mixed up now. There's no point in trying like that. So just request you to wait for a while, and then let it dry, sit, and then you can try again. Yes. Thank you very much for watching all this and trying this out. This is not an easy picture to work with, and I'm totally with you on this. And that's exactly why I tell you that you are welcome to reach out to me via support at the Glaze Studio. Share your comments, thoughts, feedback, your worries, queries, pictures. If you want a specific session with you on a Teams call, a Zoom call, do let me know. I will try to find some time for you to help you out with wherever you are. Yes. So that's it for now. Thank you very much again, and have a nice evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Keep safe. Bye bye.